हेलो दोस्तों, रिसेंटली 10th का बोर्ड एग्जाम्स हुआ और ये है उसका मैथ पेपर का सेट 1। लेट्स डू अ क्विक वॉक थ्रू ऑफ द सॉल्यूशंस। ऑलराइट, पहला क्वेश्चन था एलसीएम एचसीएफ का। गिवन दैट x is equal to ab cube and y is equal to a cube b, the HCF will be ab, highest power that is common, LCM will be a cube b cube। पूछा गया है HCF माइनस LCM, so AB minus A cube B cube, which is AB into 1 minus A square B square, which is 1 minus AB into 1 plus AB into AB, because A square B square can be written as AB whole square and this is x square minus y square। वो हमारा पहला क्वेश्चन था जिसका ऑप्शन था डी। सेकेंड क्वेश्चन इज 1 plus root 3 the whole square माइनस 1 माइनस रूट 3 द होल स्क्वायर। सिंपली अगर हम लोग अप्लाई करेंगे ए स्क्वायर माइनस बी स्क्वायर तो हम सेकेंड क्वेश्चन को लिख सकते हैं 1 प्लस रूट 3 प्लस 1 माइनस रूट 3, वेर 1 प्लस रूट 3 इज ए, 1 माइनस रूट 3 इज बी, इंटू 1 प्लस रूट 3 माइनस 1 माइनस रूट 3, which is going to be 2 into 2 root 3, which is 4 root 3. Now this is a positive number and it is irrational because root 3 is an irrational number. So the answer to the second one is C. The third question is find the value of A for which both the roots are equal and positive. Now for equal roots the discriminant should be 0, means B square minus 4AC should be 0. That will give me 1 square minus 4 into A should be 0, which will give me a square minus 1 by 4 is 0, which will give me a is equal to plus minus 1 by 2. So a is plus minus 1 by 2. However, we are given one more condition where the roots are positive. If the roots are positive, sum of both the roots is positive, and we know that the sum of roots is given by minus b by a. So from this expression, the sum of roots is minus 1 by a, which has to be greater than 0, which will imply that a is less than 0, hence the negative sign should cancel out. So the answer to this is D. Fourth one, it's a very simple question given that the distance of a point from x-axis is 3 units. Now distance can measure up or down. Even if the coordinate of a point has y coordinate or the ordinate is minus 3, the distance from the x-axis is 3 because distance is always an absolute positive value. So distance being 3 means the ordinate can be plus or minus 3, which applies in B, C and A. D does not have ordinate as 3 or minus 3, hence the answer to this is D. The fifth question is pretty straightforward and simple. For me to be able to do that, let me first make some space for myself. The question states that the number of red balls in a bag is 10 more than black balls. So R is equal to B plus 10. The total number of balls in the bag is R plus B, which is, so this will give me R minus 10 is B, which is going to give me 2R minus 10. The probability of drawing a red ball is R by 2R minus 10, which is 3 by 5. Total number of favorable events, which is R or red balls in this case, divided by the total number of balls, which I have expressed purely in terms of R. So I will get 5R is equal to 6R minus 30. That will give me R is equal to 30. So if R is equal to 30, the question is asking the total number of balls, which is going to be 16 minus 10, which is 50. So the answer is A. They have not given 30 as an option. अगर 30 option दे देते थे, we would have to be very careful while answering the total number of balls and not the red balls. The first question on this page is from a system of linear equations. Given two equations, what is the condition that there are infinitely many solutions? A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. So इस केस में अपना रहेगा P by 12 is equal to 3 by P is equal to P minus 3 by P. So ये है हमारा इक्वेशन। If I equate p by 12 to 3 by p, I will get p square is equal to 36, or that will give me p is equal to plus or minus 6. Now, the easier way to solve which of this is true is by simply equating the next two by substitution. I can also equate this in terms of p and get one more quadratic equation. But let's just take 6 and minus 6 and check which holds true. If p is 6, 3 by 6 is the LHS. P minus 3 by is 6 minus 3 by 6, which is 3 by 6. So p is equal to 6 satisfies. Let's also check for minus 6. If p is minus 6, then this 3 by p becomes 3 by minus 6, and p minus 3 by p becomes minus 6 minus 3 by minus 6, which is going to be 9 by 6. Now 3 by minus 6 is not equal to 9 by 6. Hence, the only answer is p is equal to 6. Minus 6 is not possible because minus 6 leads to no solution, where a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2. The seventh question is a question that looks like similar triangles, but let's read the question. Triangles are shown in the figure, then the measure of angle C is what they're asking. If I look at the figure, I can say AC by PR is equal to AB by RQ is equal to BC by PQ is equal to half. It becomes important for us to take the ratios proportional to each other, and from this we will get PR AC QB, and this is going to be my similar triangles. PQ by AB is not working, so this will be R and this will be P. The sides should also satisfy the proportionality. So now I have RQ as the first two sides and AB. I have AC and RP, and I have BC and QP. So triangle RQP is similar to triangle ABC, which will mean angle C is equal to angle P. Given 80 degrees and 60 degrees, since the sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degrees, this angle is 40 degrees, and hence angle C will be 40 degrees. Tan 2A is equal to 3 tan A is true. Which of the following is a measure of angle A? Given it's an MCQ, best way is to substitute the values and see. We will get the answer as D. Now there's a formula for tan 2A which is not taught to us in 10th grade. In fact, it's taught to us in 11th. So I'll leave that formula for now, but the answer is D among the given options. Ninth question is also a trigonometry based question which helps us to evaluate the increasing or decreasing nature of cos and sine functions. Sine 20 greater than sine 70 is wrong because as the value of angle increases, the sine value increases. Sine 0 is less than sine 30 is less than sine 45, so on. Since it's MCQ, however, cos is reversed. Cos 0 is greater than cos 30 is greater than cos 45. The trend is cos 70 is less than cos 20. The 10th question is again from application of trigonometry. A 30-meter long rope is stretched and tied to the top of a pole from the ground. It makes an angle of 60 degrees and this is 30 meters. They're asking us to find the height of the pole. The relation for the height h and 30 is sine. Now we know sine 60 degrees is root 3 by 2, which is h by 30. So h is 15 root 3, which is option D. Wow, most of the answers even on the previous page were D or C, and here also is a similar trend. On the top of a face of a wooden side of 7 centimeters, hemispherical depressions of 0.35 centimeters are formed. Let's look at the top of a face. This is 7 centimeters, and now we are to make hemispherical depressions of 0.35 centimeters. If the radius of the depression is 0.35 centimeters, the diameter of the depression becomes 0.7 meters. So if I had to form a grid and divide this into 0.7, I would be able to divide this into 10 blocks or 10 depressions along the length and 10 along the breadth. So the total depressions that I could make would be B, because every depression would take 0.7 meters, 0.7 meters, 0.7 centimeters, sorry. So like that, I would have 10 depressions here and 10 depressions down. Let's look at question number 12, which is from statistics. The cumulative frequency for calculating median is obtained by adding frequencies of all the classes, class preceding the median class, all the classes following the median class, or class up to the median class. Assuming that we know what the total number of data points are, we know where the median lies. So to find the class in which the median lies, we will have to keep adding the cumulative frequency of all the classes preceding the median class and up to the median class. Because if the cumulative frequency preceding the median class is 30, and let's say the median is at the 45th value, there should be at least 15 values in the median class. So to find what the median class actually is, we have to keep adding the cumulative frequencies till the time we come to the median class. So the answer to this is A. 13th one is again a statistics question, and there's a straight formula to this, which is given by mode is equal to 3 times median minus 2 times mean. They have given that the mean and median are 10 and 11. So 3 into 11 minus 2 into 10, 33 minus 20, 13. So the answer to this question is C. 14th question is from theory of circles. The chord AB is of the larger circle touches the smaller circle, which means OP is perpendicular to AB because AB is the tangent to the smaller circle. And since OP is perpendicular to AB, P is the midpoint of AB, AP is equal to PB. The perpendicular drawn from the center, since O is also the center of the larger circle, to a chord bisects the chord. So AP is equal to PB and AB is 2R. So AP is equal to PB is equal to R and OP is R. So we are given this to be R, this to be R, and we are supposed to find, so this is 45 degrees or this is 90 degrees. By Pythagoras theorem, this is root 2R. So the answer to this question is D. A parallelogram having one of its side 5 cm circumscribes a circle. We are not going to go into the proof of this, but there is a question in the textbook which asks us to prove that a parallelogram which circumscribes a circle is a rhombus. Now, given that this parallelogram is actually a rhombus, each side is 5 cm. So the perimeter of the parallelogram, which is in fact a rhombus, becomes 20 cm. And the proof for that can be done by using the fact that an external point, if there are two tangents drawn to a circle from an external point, the length of both the tangents are equal. E and F are points on the sides AB and AC of a triangle ABC such that ABC such that AE by EB is equal to AF by FC is equal to 1 by 2. So if I join EF, AE by EB is equal to AF by FC, or AE by AB is equal to AF by AC, and angle A is common, which will mean triangle AEF is similar to triangle ABC. If this is our assumption that we have come at, let's look at what the question is asking. AE by EB is 1 by 2. So AE by AE plus EB is 1 by 1 plus 2, which is 1 by 3, and this is equal to AE by AB. So the ratio of sides of these two similar triangles is 1:3, which will bring us EF is equal to 3 times BC, which is option C. Which of the following is true for a polynomial of degree 3? P of x has at most 2 distinct zeros. P of x has at least 2 distinct zeros. P of x has exactly 3 distinct zeros. P of x has at most 3 distinct zeros. Now, if the polynomial is a degree 3 polynomial, it has 3 roots. Now, all the 3 roots can be equal, 2 can be equal, 1 can be equal, or anyway, but it will have at most 3 distinct roots and not more than that. So, basis the options, the answer to this is answer D. Question 18 is a simple probability question. The question asks, in which case or what is the probability that the sum of the numbers on two dice is at most 10. Adding up the probability is a little tricky in this because we have 10 cases to add. However, अगर हम exclusion देखते हैं जहां पे हम निकालें probability that the sum is 11 and probability that the sum is 12 and exclude these from the total cases, answer उससे जल्दी आ जाएगा. We know that the total cases is 36. Now, the number of cases in which the sum is 11 is 2. It can be 5 and 6 or 6 and 5. There is no other case in which the sum of the numbers is 11. Same way, the case in which sum is 12 is only one, which is 6, 6. So the total cases which we have to exclude from our count is 3. So the answer is 33 by 36, which is 11 by 12. Another D. Wow, someone who said the paper this time liked C's and D's a lot. Alright, let's look at some assertion reasoning question. 4 power n ends with 0 for some natural number n. This is blatantly wrong. 4 power 1 is 4. 4 square is 16, ending in 6. 4 cube ends in 4 because 4 cube is 64. 4 power 4 will end in 6, which is 256, and the pattern repeats. 4 power n will either end in a 4 or a 6, but never a 0. Let's look at the reasoning. Reasoning definitely does not matter because assertion is wrong. That's it. We have only the option as option D again. But let's look at the reasoning. If 2 and 5 are prime factors of a natural number n, then 2 into 5 will result in a 10, which means the natural number will end in a 0, which is the reasoning given. 20th question. Tangents drawn at the end points of a diameter are parallel to each other, which is true because if I have a circle and I have this as a diameter, this is 90 degrees. Since diameter is passing through the center and the line joining the center to the point of contact of a tangent is perpendicular. Same way, this is 90 degrees. And by using the fact that the diameter is transversal to these two tangents, the sum of internal angles is 180 degrees. These two lines become parallel. The reasoning is the length of tangents drawn to a circle from outside the circle is equal. If I have a circle, if I draw 2 points, we prove this using the perpendicular point again, using congruency of triangles, but this reasoning does not explain why tangents drawn at the end points of a diameter are parallel. So both assertion is true, reason is true, but reason is not the correct explanation of the assertion. And that's how you solve this question. That's section A for you. If you found section A easy, come back to us for the subsequent sections.